Welcome to another episode, everyone. Adam22 went too far here on No Jumper, telling the black host about the N-word. Who can use the N-word, what they mean when they say the N-word, all of this sort of stuff. No one puts them in his place. This is the thing that rubs me wrong about these individuals. But let's get into it, man. Check this out. Watch Adam22. Listen to this dude about the N-word. The N-word. Telling us in our culture about the N-word. Sick of this stuff.
Don't wait till I leave and then try to bring the situation up. You know what I'm saying? When you post a dead it, because then that gave me room.
But I think Doughboy brought it to your face on that stream.
He did.
He brought it right to the city council.
After we had a conversation, he got smoked. First of all, I was up 10-0 in that episode.
No, you resorted to ancient anti-black slurs.
Nah. Anyway,
it was already over before then.
He got you out your body because you started calling them random racial slurs that you probably never said before in your entire life.
That's a lie.
I never heard of it.
I call Ricky the same thing.
On stream?
Oh, yeah, pretty much. I feel Ricky the same thing.
If people that are pro-black, that's not like an uncommon word to use in that context, to be honest.
Okay. Ricky got up here and said, you know what, Doughboy? I don't appreciate Spody Face calling you that.
Ooh.
You don't appreciate Spody Face calling you that, but you could appreciate a person that's non-black calling you an N-word. Make that make sense to me.
Did Ricky said he was okay with that?
Yeah. He said it again on the same thing on the stream. No, so you can't tell me
he's changing that opinion. He's walking that back now.
Every time, just for the record, because I feel like you're conflating two things when you say N-word, whereas like when we talk about non-black people using the N-word, we are 100% of the time talking about Mexicans, whites, etc., using the soft A in the positive, friendly type of way, and not the hard R, which is typically used as a term of hatred. And it's like the J-boo word, EBK J-boo, is obviously like primarily used in it.
First of all,
nobody calling that homie. Hey, what am I?
First of all, all right. So first of all, you can't tell me what that word means to another black person. You're not qualified.
Well, I think I'm correct.
No, you're not correct because you're not qualified.
you know black people that just use that as a term of endearment.
No, it was definitely not a term of endearment.
Then you agree with me?
No, what you're trying to say is you're trying to compare that to a non-black person using the word as a term of endearment. What I'm saying,
right? But when a Mexican uses the word, they're not using it as a term of hatred. Can we just agree on that?
That's not.
Well, you don't, first of all, I'm glad Sporty Face said something in response. All of them need to be saying something in response. Everyone there. This is why Adam feels like he can say these sort of things and get away with it. He doesn't know what he's talking about. First of all, you don't know why any other race is using this term, whether they're saying it with an A or an ER, it does not matter. The word is rooted in hatred. It's designed to minimize and castigate an entire race. We don't want any other race using the word. Imagine this individual trying to tell us in our culture about this word and what they mean when they say it and why they should be able to use the term. No, they should not be able to use the term. No one should. I don't use the word. I do not use the N-word. I stopped using the N-word over 30 years ago. I don't feel like anyone should use it, including black people. Regardless of, I understand, the argument that we took the term and made it our own and all of that. We use it as a term of endearment. Nevertheless, my people using it is one thing. They can do whatever they want to do. Yes, they can. Yes, have they monopolized the word? Well, yeah, the word was intended for us and in a derogatory manner. So we take the word and do what we want to do with it. They just don't want black people to have anything, including the N-word. We can't even have that to ourselves. They want to take everything. The bottom line is, Adam is in no position. He has the unmitigated gall, the temerity to sit in a room full of black men and spew what the N-word means and what other people mean when they say it. You don't know what exactly they mean when they say it. Yes, perhaps some don't mean it in to castigate the entire black race, perhaps. But some do intend to do just that. Many do. And we don't want you using the term, and we don't have to explain to you why. You don't know anything about us, our people, and our culture. You just think that you do, but you do not. And if a black man is sitting there telling you that the word is derogatory, then, and he takes umbrage to it, who are you to sit there and try to dispute that, being who you are? The gall of this individual. You're not in any moral position to school anyone about this word. I'm going to leave it there because I want to say a lot more. But man, these individuals are nuts.
That's not the truth always. And it doesn't matter. Let's say
it is 99% of the time.
No, it's not. All right. Let's say you're right. Let's say, all right. Let's say
every Hispanic person that we know is using the N-word as a term of endearment.
All right, listen. Let's say you're right.
Obviously, I'm right.
That's obviously wrong. Let's say you're right. No. So my whole thing about it is you got a problem with a black person calling you that, whether it's in a term of endearment, but you don't have a problem with a non-black person calling you the N-word. Period. It don't matter if it's with an E or with an A.
But I thought you just said that Ricky is okay with non-black people using that word around him.
And that's what I'm saying.
So I think he said he wasn't. Now,
but all I'm saying is that
no, he said it on the stream yesterday. So he's like, "Oh, Sporty Face, I don't appreciate you calling."
But he was talking about the J-boo word.
Correct. Yeah. So my whole thing is how you don't appreciate that when you just sit there and say you will allow your friends to call you the N-word,
because one is
which is way worse.
Which is way and one is not.
Way worse. I'm not even gonna argue with no.
Way worse.
But you just agreed with me.
I agree with you.
Okay, so when you listen to a rap song from a Mexican rapper and they use the N-word, it's typically not being used with the hard R in a negative manner, right? Obviously,
yes. I can't speak to where they coming from.
Has anybody ever?
Because a lot of these dudes that's using N-words, they not see. People always say, "Oh, just because he said he grew up with man." A lot of let's keep it a band. A lot of these dudes don't like black people. Let's keep it real. I'm from LA, bro.
Not the ones I know.
Man, that's what you keep saying. You from what you know. You don't know. Clearly, you don't know.
Listen, I don't hang out around the long goes. I don't know. I don't hang out with the Mexicans who are so burned out that they hate black people.
Yeah, that's obviously really saying that they don't like black people. They use the N-word.
That is less.
Yeah, see, the thing that gets me, man, is just that, when they talk this gang talk, and when they are there, excuse me, to disparage another black man as it relates to some gang conflict and internet beef and all this, everyone chimes in, everyone has an opinion. But they know what Adam is saying is wrong, and they all need to be checking him about it. Because Adam, again, does not know anyone's intention when they use this word. Generally speaking, no, you do not know anyone's intention. And the point is, since you claim to hate black people so much, we see it all the time when you slip up and you make these videos and all of this, disparaging our entire race. And when your own people make videos talking about the culture that you grow up in and how you are taught this hatred towards my people, then you shouldn't be using the word. You hate us so much. No, we don't know where you're coming from when you use the word. Because on the one hand, you're using the word and it's supposedly not in a derogatory way because you appreciate us and like our culture and all of this, and you're putting it in your rap songs. But on the other hand, you'll get caught talking about how much you hate black people. So when you're using the word, I don't trust you. I don't know where it's coming from. I don't know that it's coming from a term of endearment in the same way when I hear it from a black man. Because you've been caught with your hand in a cookie jar too often. You don't like us. So I don't trust you. Stop saying the word, bro. And Adam, don't try to tell me and my people what someone else means, what's in someone else's heart. We've seen too many displays of hatred towards us to believe that everyone who is using the word with an A is doing it because they are endeared and they appreciate our culture. No. Some of them just want a pass to use the word towards us, and it is not a term of endearment. They are indeed doing it to minimize our humanity. We know this. We recognize this. You just don't think that we do because you don't give us credit for being intelligent. But we are, and we don't want you using the word, and we don't want you telling us who can, who cannot use it, and what they mean when they do use it.
Less than 1% of Mexican people in LA.
You said less than 1%.
You think less than 1% of Hispanic people have actual racial animosity?
We talking about game. We talking about game members. We're not talking.
No, we're not. We're talking about people and like human beings. You just threw in the gangbang, and we are talking about gangbang.
It's not less than.
But also, I would say less than 1% of like Mexican gang members have negative opinions towards black people, right? But either way, you're trying to argue against Ricky by comparing two things that are completely different, which is one is a term of hatred and one is like a friendly term that is used to embrace.
And I don't think it come out of nobody word to me.
It's not a friendly term. I'm gonna say it again. It's not a friendly term when someone who is not friendly is saying it, and that would be someone who is not black. If you're not black, we've proven time and time again that you have hatred towards black people, not love. So if you are using the term, you should not be using the term, period. Keep the same energy. Remember, you don't like us. You get caught making videos. He says less than 1%. I'm not even going to get into that. This dude is out of line, out of pocket. He's going too far. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Go back and watch some of my videos, Adam, where they make it clear their entire culture feels this way. They are taught this from sun up to sundown, from the time they are infants until they are grown individuals, to dislike us. Did you see the video of Ashley Gonzalez? That is not an anomaly. No black person is surprised at that video. Only some fool would be surprised at it, but a conscious black individual would never be surprised about a video like that, about this hatred spewing out. They just can't contain it sometimes. The hatred is so intense, we don't even think about these individuals. I don't see black people making videos like this about anyone. We don't even think about people. We mind our own business, living our life. But these people can't stop thinking about us. They can't stop. Negative, positive, whatever. They constantly talk about us. Constantly, we live rent-free in their head. Constantly, they have something to say about a black person on the internet. Constantly, bro. Non-stop. We are the topic in this country and around the world always. Because they recognize the genius. What would this world be without us? What would America be without us? Oh my God. I hate the thought. The thought of it is sickening. Dude, Adam is out of pocket. Adam, stay out of our culture, bro. You don't know what you're talking about. And don't you ever, you or any other person that is non-black, walk up to me saying the N-word. I'm telling you now, I'm going to take umbrage to it. I don't care if you say it with an ER or with an A. Makes me zero difference. It's going to be treated the same. And that is with you, more than likely, hitting the pavement. Believe that.
Point whether they want to say that or not. That's like you saying, oh, just because I'm Mexican, I can say it's an term of endearment. It can't be a term of endearment if somebody finds it offensive. So how are you going to tell me if I find it offensive? I don't care what you're using it or what you're attending. It's offensive to me and the people that feel the same about me. So
you're saying that if 99% of people that this random Mexican person we're imagining they uses it around, they take it as a term of endearment, just because a small amount of people take it as like a hateful term. You're saying that it is a hateful term.
So you said a small amount of black people.
Yes, I would say the vast majority of black people do not give a about Spanish people.
And that's a lie. And that's a lie.
Yes, that's a total lie. The vast majority of black people do care about Hispanic people using the N-word. I hear them talk about it all the time, especially recently. making videos about it on TikTok, everywhere. They don't want them using the term, period. Hell, Hispanic people have been chastising the younger Hispanic generation for using the term, saying that they never did that and that they shouldn't be using it. White individuals certainly should not be using it. Asians, none of them. You all hate us. We know it. You say it all the time. So why you want to use this term? Unless it's an exhibition of hate. And this dude is steady talking about this 99% who don't mean any harm when they say it. And Sporty Face is absolutely correct. How can it be a term of endearment if a whole race of people are telling you that it's derogatory, that it's not perceived as a term of endearment, and we're telling you that we take umbrage to this and we don't want you using this term towards us. We don't want you saying this, period. How are you going to argue with that, try to dispute that, refute it, justify why you say it and why others say it, and what they mean, what their intent is, whether they have mild intent or not? If we perceive it as such, that is all that matters. And the reason that you don't think that is all that matters is because it's coming from black people, because you think that we are inferior and that our opinion does not matter. That's the only reason that a man can sit here and tell him to his face that the word is disparaging and hurtful to a whole race of people. And someone who is not of that race of people to go back and forth and argue with him about a term that he knows nothing about, that this man is telling him is disparaging. And for him to, in order to justify the word and to justify everyone saying it, he's not even talking up just for his people. He's speaking on why Hispanics use the term. Are you Hispanic? How do you know? 1% of Hispanic gang members dislike black people. This dude don't know what he's talking about. And is sitting here trying to tell another man about a term that we are saying is distasteful and disrespectful. And instead of accepting that and respecting that position, he wants to argue him down about why he and others should still be able to use this term to our face. Because they mean no harm, even though we're telling you we're taking it as harm. This is injurious to us, injurious. This is not an innocuous term. It is hateful. It is harmful. We don't want any parts of it. This is what we're telling you. And instead of you respecting that, whether you like that or not, because you believe that we should not have a position, that we are not structured or organized enough to have a position. You're talking about there's a small group of individuals because you believe that, black people are not a monolith. That's fine. But this is not a small group of people. This is the entirety of the people. Anyone who does not feel this way has been indoctrinated. That's all. We're not counting them. The real ones are telling you we don't want this and we don't appreciate this. And man, you individuals are going to have to respect what we're saying, or else we're not going to keep trying to talk to you about this. He's doing too much explaining, and for the life of me, I don't know why Aunt Hefe and Munchie B have not said anything. For the life of me, I can't get it. Because, again, when you're talking about Whack 100 or, 4 Extra, or a Brick Baby, a Big U, somebody like that is the topic, King Peel or whatever, everybody chiming in. Everybody got something to say. When you're talking about a black-on-black conflict, black-on-black gang violence, and all of this inside of the culture and on the internet, these internet beefs and all of this, everybody's chiming in with their opinion. But now these individuals, it's as if no one is there but Adam and Sporty Face. If I was just listening to audio and didn't visually see this, I wouldn't know that anyone else was there other than them two. I would think it was just them going back and forth. Everyone else is as if they are not even there. Imagine that.
No,
that's a lie. Yeah, that's a lie.
But then why are there so many popular Mexican rappers who say the N-word all the time that you almost never hear anybody say shit about it? Why are we sitting right now with a make-believe Jewish Mexican dude who says it all the time and apparently has mostly received a pass throughout his life for saying it? It really pains me that we're still talking about the N-word. We need to talk about other things on this podcast. This is the most basic ass thing you could possibly talk about on the podcast. No, because
it's not your word.
You find a way to take every single conversation that we have on here and turn it into a conversation about the N-word. That is your tick, and I'm challenging you to do better.
Man, you can challenge me to do better. I'm gonna continue to do it as long as people use the N-word that's not black.
I'm just asking
I don't
that
care.
you.
I don't care. Don't bring it up. Don't bring up the topic. Don't bring up the topic.
It wasn't. You just randomly started talking about Ricky.
What happened with Ricky?
I think all I'm saying is that at some point, podcasting is not going to be just us talking about the N-word over and over and over every single week.
My stand goes. My stand. I must always.
I know, but I'm just saying, like, you don't have to just say it over and over. Right?
No. I think Ricky was just saying he don't feel it fit the J Boo. Like, that's why he said he felt it was offensive because he not that or whatever.
Yeah, I mean, you almost never hear this word in current times.
But, man, how you not even in a conversation with
I love how me being white means that I'm not even allowed to be alive, that I'm not even allowed to acknowledge the fact that word is almost never used in modern times.
It seem like you at a cookout besides this podcast and you not around the aunties and the uncles.
I love the fact that you're acting like I'm not allowed to have any observations about the world around me because I am white. Obviously, nobody says that word anymore.
They do.
That's why we all couldn't believe it. Munchie said he never even heard anybody say it his whole life.
I doubt that. I don't.
No. I kind of doubt that too. But Munchie said that, and I feel like a lot of people were in a similar situation where they were like, "Whoa, you never hear that word anymore." That's a word that we associate with slavery or like the civil rights era.
You heard it. I didn't really know.
But no,
I heard it.
Word and that JB word definitely get used when we feel like a person is.
I have an idea.
Is owning.
Everybody else on the podcast is going to stop talking and you could talk about the N-word for the rest of the podcast because clearly this is something where you've just got something you want to get out of your system.
It's not even about my system. It's about it came up and I stated the facts. You're just mad because
you just make every conversation about the N-word.
No, I do not. It came up.
It's like some kind of pathological thing that I think you got to get out of your system.
No, it's not, bro. I'm not going to never get over it. But people are saying it's not there. We could move on, though, with the topic.
I know. Okay.
I said what I said, though.
Right.
I wanted to see it.
But just like, do we really have to just do it over and over and over?
Every time it come up, man, I'm gonna stand. We could move on.
Podcasting is about entertaining the audience, and at a certain point, it's just not really entertaining to talk about the same word every day for hours.
I don't do that, but don't bring it up.
We were talking about it for a couple hours yesterday.
It was 24 hours. We had nothing else to talk about. We was trying to keep the people entertaining.
15%.
We the one giving you the clips. We going viral.
But do you notice that is not really a clip anymore because it's just been done to death?
I don't know. What's the topic?
But you will disagree with every single thing that I like. Okay, can you acknowledge that there have been giant rap songs by Hispanic artists in which they say the N-word over and over and over? And there's been almost no controversy.
What giant song that has been
6ix9ine Gummo says the N-word like a zillion times. I saw like the Breakfast Club have a conversation about it. I've seen a few tweets, but for the most part, nobody gives.
Big Pun.
People was definitely
constant.
Cypress Hill.
Every Mexican gangster rapper.
Be real is black, bro.
People was definitely saying something about 6ix9ine.
Barely.
How he black?
You sound crazy.
You were in prison.
That was the whole thing.
You said because he got Afro Latino roots, perhaps.
Because he a blood. I just say if you're a part of our culture, I don't trip.
All right.
But that's why I said yesterday. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't cool with it outside. That's why I said you can't say it. Because you lean more so towards Ross-on. You feel me?
Lean where the
you a tag banger.
Bro, I lean like the.
I want to get like a fire alarm.
You leaning like a cholo.
I'm gonna get like a fire alarm thing.
Okay, there you have it. Let me know what you think in the comments. I have my opinion on it. It's a strong one. I would never move from my opinion. I don't want to go on and on about it. I could. I have a lot to say about it, but I don't want to go on and on. I'm more interested to know what you all think about it. So there's Adam's take on the N-word and who can say it and why they're saying it. accusing Sporty Face of bringing it up all the time just because he didn't like Sporty Face's take on it, which was that it's offensive and he shouldn't be using it, and no one else. And you can't tell another black person whether they should be offended by it or not. Who are you to say that? And you can't say what's going on in the coaching. This dude, this is crazy. And nobody else I don't want to hear these dudes talking about this gang stuff all the time. Y'all start getting on black people on this internet about whatever, beefs, gang stuff and all this, and y'all all of a sudden have something to say, I'm going to call you out on it. Let me know what you think in the comments. Stay safe and stay free, people.